Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford-on-Bagley. We are in the area of Old New Henford today, and we're on to a new lot. This is Old Mill Lane, which will consist of 4 separate cottages. Living at the first one is the Robinson family, Alison Robinson and her lovely husband Larry. So let's get into game and learn a little bit more about them. Happy Thursday, my darlings, and welcome back once again to Let's Build the World. Pause. Thank you. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome to a new lot and a new wonderful couple to introduce you to. For the first people moving in to Old Mill Lane. I think this was the original name of the lot, like kind of shipped with the cottage living expansion. And I just really liked it. It had a fitting name for it. And I've kept it, and we're going to be doing a collection of 4 miners' cottages. First, before I go and show you what we're actually going to be building, I want to go on a little light introduction to these wonderful Sims here. So we're going to start off with the beautiful Alison. Look at her! I do love Alison. Alison is an absolute trip. Oh, hello, darling. I feel like I'm in first person mode all of a sudden. Alison is a wonderful sim. She is a art teacher. I reckon like a primary school art teacher. So maybe even just like a primary school teacher in itself. But I have put her in the painter career because I want her to get most of her money from her paintings. Because on the side, she's the children's book illustrator. She makes lots of wonderful paintings for a collection of various different authors, I reckon. She kind of gets like sort of outsourced to help bring their books to life. And I reckon she's not lived in Henford-on-Bagley all of her life. I reckon these two probably met at quite a young age. I'd say maybe they went to college together and they moved here a good maybe 20, 30 years ago. So they've been living here a long time, but they just haven't been here from the beginning. And they rent out a beautiful cottage in the countryside because they just prefer the slower pace of life and being outdoors and all of the elements. I've made them both really love to be outdoors. So that was a very important thing for me. These two are very much in love. Like they worship the ground that each other walk on. They do have a daughter. Their daughter lives in Windenburg. You'll be introduced to her one day once we get over to Windenburg. I'm going to tie these 2 save files together like a little bit. And they're just each other's best friends, you know? They're constantly with each other. They absolutely adore spending time together. And I just love their love, you know? I know they're only Sims, but I can feel their love radiating. I mean, look at the way Larry is looking at her, you know? He worships the ground that she walks on, she really does. Now over to the lovely Larry. Larry's retired. I reckon he had some kind of garden centre business. Maybe like the garden stall in the town, you know, where you can go and buy all your bits and bobs from. Maybe that was his at one point and he sold it on. He just wanted to live a quieter life. So he's at home living the life of luxury, kind of retired and having the best time with his wonderful wife. Again, as I said, they probably met when they were very young. I reckon maybe even they grew up in the same kind of like neighborhood to each other, and maybe after college and stuff, they like decided to sort of make their relationship a go, and they've been together ever since. Years and years and years and years. They have one daughter, as I said. She's grown. She's probably, I reckon, maybe in her 40s. She's got loads of kids too, so they've got grandchildren. So I'm going to need to make that apparent with this like little build. I'm going to have to try somewhere to be able to get some kind of bunk bed situation or something like that in. Even a 2-bedroom would be great. I'm going to try and make all of these cottages a 2-bedroom sort of living arrangement. I really am. But that's the little introduction to them. Obviously, at the end of all of these builds with the save file, I go a little bit more in depth with a video tour at the end. So you'll be seeing a lot more of these. But I just love them. I love them both to the ground. They're very earthy. They love being out in nature. They're constantly gardening. I reckon they get all of their food and produce from their gardens themselves. So we're going to need to make that apparent once we actually get to building these lots. These lots are going to be very front garden heavy. They're not going to have any back gardens. I've got some ideas with it. But yeah, these are these two. Robinson is their surname. I might not have even mentioned that, but their surname is Robinson. So I want to go down the route of it with this. So Old Mill Lane. This is the lot that we're going to be building on. Let's get into the build mode properly, and I'll talk you through some of the ideas that I've got. So, Old Mill Lane is going to have 4 cottages on it. And I reckon these cottages were used for, it's called Old Mill Lane because I reckon there used to be a mill house around here somewhere that got terribly damaged in a storm and drifted downstream. And these were the cottages that all the kind of mill workers used to work in. And now they're owned, well, they were always owned by the estate, and the estate being Henford House. I decided not to do Henford House just yet. We're going to be doing Henford House next after we finish these lots. I want to get some more characters into the mix, I really do. And this is owned by the estate. So I will make sure that Henford House or the owner of Henford House, I'm not going to tell you who it is just yet, owns Old Mill Lane, but also owns Little Whittington, which is going to be the village that we're going to be building up here, the 64 by 64 village. It's going to be part of their estate. So they're earning lots and lots of money. And I want to build something like this. I'm going to pop a reference image on the screen now. This is kind of like a rural sort of like row of cottages in the UK. And I just love the look of these. And I also love the fact that they're very kind of like front garden kind of heavy. They do have a lane going through it. You can probably see that the little lane sort of running through. I'm not going to do that for here because it's just not going to work out with this lot. But we are going to take lots of inspiration from this and have it very front garden heavy. How many times am I going to say that in this part? Probably many times. But that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to do it like we did with Cobble Bottom Row, where we do the house, we do the interior, and we do everything else before we move on to the next one and introduce you to them. So today and tomorrow, maybe a little bit into next week as well. I'm not just going to like sort of keep it for only 2 parts. It might go on a bit longer. We're going to be concentrating on the exterior today, obviously. So that's what we're going to do. Let's make a bloody move. Let's make a bloody start, darlings. Here we bloody go. Right, so I want them to be quite wide. Let me just count how many I could get on here. 1. Can we get 4 of these on? Oh, I think we can. 3, 4. So that's going to be the width of all the houses. Okay, so a 7 width. And I do want a big front garden as well. So I'm not going to go too massive with these. But they are going to be a nice size. I will say that. For a cottage anyway. They're going to have a nice size to them. So I think I'm just going to do maybe a 7 by 7. 7 by 7 cube, because then they've got this lovely big garden in the front there. I'm doing it. I'm absolutely doing it. Can we get some better lighting here? Oh, that's nice. But I think that one there. No, do you know what? I think we're on the right lighting. There we go. That would do. And I'm literally just going to copy it right above as well. Like that. Very simple. Again, we're keeping this very simple. I think we should have like 2 windows at the top, 1 at the bottom, and a nice door. But I loved the way with that reference image that the door's kind of like, if the door was here, the door would be on this side, you know? And then the same with the other ones, the doors would be next to each other. So I think I'm going to do that. So we'll put the door over this side here. I do want these cottages to kind of fit in with the area as well. So I am going to use that stone from Cottage Living throughout the whole of this lot, I think. And all of these cottages are going to look very, very similar to each other. That's the kind of vibe I want from them. I think we do need to go a little bit brighter here. There we go. That's a bit better. So I'm going to pull you down to around about, it needs to be kind of a low profile, really. Yeah, I think so. And I do want to do those dry stone walls. And I think I'm going to map in the gardens while we're here, just so we can get a nice balance of everything. So I'm going to bring it right down. I'm going to go right across to here. And then I'm going to go down here. And then we're going to do the same with the others as well. Let's get some grid markings on. That is 6. That's going to be 7. That's 7. And there we go. They've all got equal spaced gardens. I'm going to have lots of different things in each of the gardens. But primarily, these cottages are going to have lots of lovely areas to grow gorgeous things in. That's how I want it. So with the gate, I think we should probably put the same gate on as well. I mean, these would be nice. That's kind of lovely, actually. I mean, we could paint the gates, but I don't want the gates to all look too different from each other, really. I could use this one and then just do differing styles for them. I'll just do this one up in the beginning, and then we'll see what happens when we get a bit further on. So if the door's going to be there, I think I should put the gate around about here, because it can go straight up to there, and then we've got lots of space to grow bits and bobs out of then. And I'm going to keep all of the growing for the ground. I'm not going to do any planters for this. I kind of want a specific look for this area. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the stone in question, as I said, was that one from this one here. Or we could do this one because it's got those lovely corner pieces. Oh, oh, the choices, loves. Choices. Maybe I should go for this one here. I think it would be kind of cute, actually. Let me see this. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. Yeah, let's do this one because it's got those lovely little corner moments on them, and I'm for that. I really am. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. And then I want to get up a nice slate tile. I think, actually, this tile here would work the best. Let's do that. And let's get in the inlaid one here and grab you into there as well. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I'm into that. I am into it. I'm almost tempted to do a porch. Let me see what this would fit on here. If I did like a porch here, I would do a porch on the other side as well, and then we could carry on a roof across both of them. No. I'm going to keep it. That might change. That I might do that, but at the minute I'm not feeling it, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, cute. So, windows. I've thought about the windows, and I think the windows that I want on each of the houses, we don't really have any Georgian-looking windows. The ones from Discover University, they're just not the right size. These ones here are, but I just don't know what colour I want to do them on here. Let's have a little look. Can we go for a brown on them? No, I think they'd need to be white, really. Kind of give me that vibe. I do like that. That looks very cute with this. What about if we did the other ones with the detail on them? Have a little look at you. Oh, that does look cute as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try. Right, so I'm going to put one there. I'm going to do one there. It's going to be very simple kind of design, these cottages, as they were, really. I think that needs to be down lower, to be honest. Let me see. Yeah, I think you do need to be down a bit lower as well. Oh, she's stunning. She's Grace. And then a nice front door. Again, with the doors, I don't want the doors to all look the same as well. I would imagine these cottages are listed, so they're not allowed to try and like change too much to them. Maybe painting wise, we can do one white. I would imagine like a bit of limestone would be okay. But predominantly, I want them to look all the same. What am I waffling on about? Doors. Let me find the perfect door. I'm going to use this door throughout the whole of the cottages. I'm going to use this one with this dormer as well. It's not called a dormer. What are you called again? A gable, sorry, not a dormer. And then we can mix and match the colours as we go through, so they all look a little bit different. I like that idea. We definitely need a drain pipe here. It's not a British build without a drain pipe on, I'm afraid. Don't know if I want to go a white one then. I think I want to go blend it into the stone a little bit better. What about if we did like a... No. What about this colour? That's probably a bit better, isn't it? I don't want them to just ruin the stone that we've got on the edges there. So I think what I'm going to do is put the drain pipe around about here. Let me see. Yeah, I don't really like it. I don't know why. Something's not fitting well with me here. I think I do need to push it in quite further that way. I still don't like it. Maybe if I did a white one instead. Let me see the white. Let me see you in all of your glory. I mean, no. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. I don't like it, Kath. Kath, I don't like it. What about this one? I mean, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll leave that. We'll see what happens. So, we've got this little area coming in here. This is all going to be planted, and we'll probably just do like a bench or something for them to sit on. I'm not going to do any kind of like outside dining area or anything. This is going to be a working garden, full of fruit and veg. So that's exactly how I want to do it. So let's start off with some terrain paint. I think terrain paint, or I could do a little bit of a stone sort of pathway up here. Let's see what I can find. I'm going to use these ones here from the For Rent expansion. I'm going to go to there, and then bring this one all the way down to there, like that. Yeah, nice. Do I want to make the gate go on this corner? No, because I'll have to do the one on there, and it would just look stupid right next to each other. That's fine there, Aiden. Yeah, and then I do want to get a fence in, kind of like blocking off the garden area as well. So I think I'm going to go down the route of using something like this. Maybe something a little bit sort of cottage. Why is that not showing up? Is it because this is like made out to be a room or something? Let me see. Or is it just because... Yeah, it was that. So... no, I do want to make use of all of this. that doesn't look right. I don't want to make the door over there either. I think what I'll have to do is do this, because that would be a little bit better. It gives us a little bit more room in the front then, doesn't it? Yes. And I like that fence. I do. But I'm just thinking about maybe a green instead. Let me see the green. All the green's better. Yeah. Bring the green all the way down. And then obviously it will do that. Because why? Because the Sims are an asshole. There we go. Oh, I don't really like the green now I've seen it. I think the brown was better. Indecisiveness with me. I mean, is there anything new? No. And do you know what? I'm glad I'm like this. Because I like to get things just as I like them. Yeah. Happy with that. And then we use the matching gate. Probably in the middle. So it kind of breaks it up a little bit. Here she is. Let's get you in the middle. I love it because it's kind of like live edge wood. And I'm kind of into that. You see that a lot in the British countryside. Yeah, nice. Very, very nice. And I'm not going to make this pretty at all. I'm going to absolutely just laden this in soil. I'm going to soil myself in this garden. If I can just get you all the way across. There's not going to be any grass. Or maybe a little... No grass. We can get a little hedge or something up there, though. And then I can drag that into... Oh, God, here we go. Oh, no. There we go. It's fine. I thought it was going to delete everything then. No, that's fine. Yep. I'm into that. Okay. Stunning. Lovely. Walkway, beautiful. We've kind of got the we've got a start here, haven't we? I'm still not liking that drain pipe. Really not liking it. I think maybe if I put the drain pipe on this side, because it's got the patio there, I think this might help it. Not save it, just help it. And I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna maybe go for the black instead. There we go. Oh, that's a bit better. That one there. I don't know what it is about it. It keeps looking at me and telling me I'm not right here, love. I think it might be all right. Maybe, in fact, what I need to do is get a actual gutter system at the top. That's a bit better. I put a guttering system up and it's fit into the build nicely now. Now that I'm thinking, I would imagine they would want to grow stuff all year round. So we're going to have a greenhouse. I just don't really want to swallow up too much of this lot with a bloody greenhouse. I'm wondering, I can either put one here like this, right in the way, but then that just takes, or I could do one here like this, just like a 4x3 right there. I think that would work a little bit better actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to put a greenhouse in and then they can grow veg all year round then, or for anything that they want, you know, to be self-sufficient. I reckon that's a really big thing for them, being self-sufficient. So I am going to put like solar panels and stuff on here, maybe around the back, just so it kind of gives off that vibe here. So what colour greenhouse though? I'm going to go for a little bit of a fun colour. I'm going to put this greeny tone on and make it look a little bit battered, this greenhouse. I think it would work. Yes. The green kind of like roof texture, this one here, I don't like it. It's far too green. So maybe if I can mute it down to a brown, yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to do a bit of a chunky trim and maybe try and see if that would work on it. That does actually, but I don't like that trim. I don't think that's right. I think we should maybe go for a bit more of a beveled one like that. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. Okay. And then window-wise, we don't necessarily have to use the greenhouse windows. Maybe I could find something that a little bit different. I think I'm going to use these ones from Snowy Escape. So we just leave a little bit of that green texture at the bottom. I just want to see that texture poking through because it's cute. I think this might work actually, to be honest. If I can do this all the way around, we're obviously going to do a door in the middle. Unsure of what door just yet, but... Let me have a little look at you, my love. Oh, do you know what? That looks really cute. I'm wondering, though, should I lift this up to kind of meet there? I'm going to have to do that manually because, well, it's not going to make any difference. It kind of does to me, so I'm going to do that. Let's get down to this level and let's lift them up. I'm going to do this and I'll be right back. Yeah, I like that. I think that works. I've lifted it all up manually. And I've changed out the trim as well. The green trim was just looking at me weirdly saying, I don't look right here. And I was like, do you know what, babes? You don't. So I changed it. I'm going to use this door. I'm going to use the greenhouse door. I think it works here, even though it's got no glass in by the looks of things. And I've used the same tiles as what we've got here. And I'm kind of tempted to just walk up a tile like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, do you know what? I am going to do that as well. I think we could just go right along there, to be honest. All the way. Yeah, just so there is like a direct path to the greenhouse. And then this can still be used as a growing area as well. Nice. Okay, well, as I said, I want them to grow all kinds of stuff in here. So first things first, we need to get in as many of these as we possibly can into here. So I'm going to absolutely litter this greenhouse in some vertical planters. Plot them all the way around, making use of all of this space. I don't know if I will. No, I won't be able to do one there. That's a shame. That is the shame, but never mind. What about if I did like... Nope, that's even worse. We'll just keep it as it is, Aiden. It's fine, for goodness sake. Yeah, that's nice. And then I need to get out as many crops as possible. Now, we are in the summer months in the minute, so I'm going to be putting summer crops out here and then all kinds of crops out there. So let me get them all planted and all grown as well, so we kind of get a look for things. But first off, actually, before we go, darlings, what we're going to do is put in some kind of like planting lines. So I'm going to utilize all of this space. So I'm going to absolutely go to town on it all the way along to here, and they will be able to get in and water everything absolutely fine. And then we can just get as many crops as possible from this one little lot, really. There we go. We got that one there. And then I'm going to go down to here as well. And I think we're going to be okay. Oh, God, that was a bit messy. There we go. All the way along. Let me see this. Bob's your aunt. Bob's your aunt and Fanny is your uncle, loves. You know? Let me get out some crops and get them all grown. And there we go. One mature garden. We've got everything here. We've got peppers. We've got blueberries. We've got blackberries. We've got black beans. We've got chocoberries. We've got soybeans and garlic. And then inside the greenhouse, we've got everything in here, like all the stuff that you can make food with just out of season. And I think that's going to work. That looks like a lovely little mature garden there, growing away. I'm very much for it. Right, so I want a place where they can come out and eat out here. I reckon that would be really cute if they could have like a little just table and chairs where they can sit of an evening and just watch the sun, you know? Not going to put any kind of umbrella or anything up here, I don't think. Let me see. This will go over into the other... Oh, no, that's kind of okay, actually. We'll do this. If I can get you to like there, then I'm just going to put 2 chairs on it as well. Actually, I'm going to pull you down a bit further, just around about there. And then we can get a nice bench maybe around on this part here. They do like to come out and spend their evening out here, I would imagine, when the weather's right. But I reckon it's just going to be for just them two, you know? I'm into that storyline, I really am. I think I should use these as well. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of these. One either side of each other like that. Oh, that's lovely. And I do want a place for them to come and sit as well. So a nice bench. Probably just want to go down the route of having something like this, to be honest. Like a nice darker brown wooden bench where they can sit, sip on a little beer or a wine of an evening. Yeah, I'm into that idea. And we do need to put out a bin here as well. So make sure we do that for every single one of these lots. Let's put the bin just behind the wall there so it kind of hides it. I'm going to go that way, actually. Lovely. They've got a nice little bin there. We'll put a few more details up there, but first off, what I want to do is just start detailing the house a little bit more. This is a very avid gardener's house, so I would imagine some lovely plantage going up the wall, and you all know what I'm going to use. That wisteria, loves. Got to get a bit of wisteria up here. Maybe even a bit of ivy as well. Maybe not. No, we're going to stick with the wisteria. I'm going to grow it right from there and to there as well. Let's get a big old boy going across the top there like this. Oh, yes. Oh, something up there, like a little wheel. A little ship's wheel. We'll put one of those up there. Oh, actually, even the cart wheel that came with the ranch pack would be great. The horse ranch pack. And then let's put another little bit just there as well. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. So if we go into Horse Ranch, and I just thought maybe shutters would look nice on here. We could do some shutters, couldn't we? We've got a red door. Green shutters would look cute. Let's try the darker green ones. Oh, that looks nice. They're a bit small. I could size them up though. This could be a vibe. Maybe even just at the top. I love when things accidentally come into play. I love when that happens. Oh, I do like the shutters. I'm doing the shutters, loves. Doing the shutters, but I am going to size them up a little bit. I'm going to put them down here as well. I know the wisteria is going to be growing around it, but, you know, je ne sais quoi. I think they only need to go up maybe even like a 1.1. So let me just see the size of these. I might even need to change where they are when I do this. Let's see what it looks like just a little bit bigger. I think that would work. Yeah, they do. Great. I do need to move them out. Oh, how dare you. Let's just toggle the group. Thank you. Yeah, I do need to move them slightly, so let's do that. Oh, I love when that happens. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. And if we go to there and plop them in this place here as well. Did we move these down a bit? We did. You were down to here, my love. Down you come. There we go. Beautiful. And then down onto this level as well. Bring you right down to here. Oh, you're both gorgeous. You both are. I'm for it. Oh yeah, that's pulled that together nicely. I don't even want to do that wheel anymore. Maybe at the back, but at the front. That's exactly how I want it. That's so cute. Love their house. Yes, I do. Mailbox. Now, there are letters in the doors here, but just to make it work, I do want to get a mailbox in. Oh, is it all one word, mailbox? I have no idea. We don't call it that in the UK. We call them post boxes. Let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. I could even put the red one on. Oh, it's a bit too red, that. A bit too red. Let's put it right about here. Right by the door. They've got a little option to have their letters delivered, you know? Yeah, I'm into that. Lovely jubbly, squiggly wobbly. So I just want to pull out some final details. I'm going to pull out some final details for this. And we are going to continue on with the exterior tomorrow. I haven't got much to do really because I'm not doing any kind of back garden or even access out this way, I don't think. I think I'm just going to leave the access out the front. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. That might change. I might do some access. But what I'm going to do is just pull out some final details for all of this. And then, ta-da. And here we go. Just some final little details. Put a little table down by the side of the bench so they can put their drinks and stuff on it. I thought an old bathtub with some like plants and stuff in would be very them. So that's what I did. Put a little light here as well. Put some plants down at this part. And that was about it really. And then I also went over here and lit up this area as well. So I put a nice light above the door to the greenhouse, a hose down there, and some of those kind of extractor fans as well to keep the temperature good. And then I just went around and just put a little bit of terrain paint in. We're gonna perfect that tomorrow. So that's what we're gonna do. But I think that's pulled it together. I think it looks really, really cute. So I'm very much happy with it. Really, really am. So tomorrow what we're going to do is come back and we're going to concentrate on the exterior a little bit more. I do want to put some windows on the side here. Now with the terraces, like the two houses in the middle, we won't be able to do that. But for each of the end terraces, we'll be able to put some windows out on the sides, which would be nice. So I'll get a floor plan figured out for this cottage for tomorrow. And then we can get some windows on the sides and stuff then as well. But I'm happy with how the first cottage of Old Mill Lane has came out. Very cute indeed, and the Robertsons are going to be absolutely made up to live here. Really are. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, my darlings. As I said, I will be back tomorrow with this. If you've got any ideas, or as always, you want to develop the storylines a bit further, then feel free to let me know down in the comment box. But that's it. I'll see you tomorrow.